Students, today we are actually using the SQL, that is the full form, that is actually the abbreviated form of structured query language, in order to retrieve data from MS Access table. So far, let us see its technicalities that is available. Okay, through this presentation. Fine. So structured query language is actually today our topic. All right, that is the thing. So, and to retrieve all of data, of course, first let us see what is the thing exactly. All right, that is the thing. So SQL commands, you can see these are the different type of SQL commands are available. One is called DDL, that is the full form of DDL is data definition language, and under this you can see that create, alter, drop, truncate, all these things are coming. And then the DML is also there, that is called data manipulation language. Insert, update and delete are there. Okay, some more commands are also available. Okay, and DCL grant, that is the definition control language or data control language. Okay, grant and revoke. And then TCL transaction control language. Okay, and then commit, rollback and save point, these things are there. And DQL means the select is only there, that is a query language. Okay, that is the thing. So here mostly we will use the DDL and DML commands. All right. Okay, now let us see what is DDL and DML, what is the difference. Okay, so DDL is known as data definition language, whereas DML is known as data manipulation language. Okay, these are used to define data structure. Okay, whereas DML is used to manipulate the existing database. Fine. Okay, and DDL, what it is used to do, define database structure or schema. It is called schema also. And DML, it is used for managing data with schema objects. Commands, you can see the examples out here. Okay, create, alter, drop, truncate, rename, all these things. And commands are select, DML commands are select, insert, delete, update, merge, call, everything. Okay, it works on whole table. DML works on one or more rows. Okay, DDL does not have a where clause to filter. Okay, whereas the DML is having the where clause to filter records. Okay, that is the thing, means to set the criteria. Okay, changes done by DDL commands cannot be rolled back, but DML commands can be rolled back, means it can alter the change also. Okay, so alter the change also. It is not further classified, but DML is further classified as procedural and non-procedural DMLs. Okay, so one example you can see, drop table, table name is the table will be deleted, and select star from employee means the particular from the particular table, employee table, all the records will be displayed. So these are the examples and of the DML command. Okay, so there are more DML commands. We have to handle in fact the more DML commands as compared to the DDL commands. Okay, so the full form you always remember, one is the data definition language that acts on database, and DML is a data manipulation language that acts on records or rows. All right, that is the thing. Alright, now let us go to the next. So this is the syntax for the create table command. Create table, table name and the column name and the data type size, comma, and then it will continue. Okay, so as many number of tables you want to create. Okay, and then SQL command is what, here you can see create table employee, ENO integer. You can define a primary key also over here. Okay, and ename cat20, it's a cat type data which can take 20 maximum 20 characters into it. So one syntax and one example has been shown out here. Okay, that is the thing. So this is called the create table command. Okay, so with the help of this one we can create a table. Fine. Okay, now let us see SQL insert into statement. So that one will create the table. After creation of the table, we can insert the values by using this particular command, that is called insert into statement. Okay, so insert into agents. Agents means that is the table name, you can see at the bottom. Okay, so whatever data has been shown out here, so that is going to the respective fields of the agents table. Alright, so agent code is the field name and the A001 is the key. Okay, that is the thing. Agent name is this Jody. Okay, working area is London. Okay, commission is 0.12%. Okay, 0.12. Okay, and the phone number is 07512487798. Okay, so in that way what is happening, a total information can be stored in a record which will go to the table. Okay, so insert into table name values, and then you have to give the set of values inside the bracket, inside the parenthesis. Okay, so in this way, and the name of the table always be mentioned, otherwise okay, so that it will not go to the correct place. Fine, that is the thing. So now let us see out here. Okay, so by doing some practical, so you will understand so practically how these things can be done. Okay, so let us go to the MS Access once and then open the table, open the table out here. Okay, so we can create it any of the database we can choose for. Okay, and then we can go for it. Okay, so the table has been created already one over here. Let us enable the options first of all. Okay, enable this content and then click on OK. Fine. So now let us see what we will do. We will create a table. Okay, so that is the things, create table, and then we will go to the where we will go to the query design. Okay, so in the query wizard we will just go there and then do just click on over here. Okay, so you will come over here, SQL viewer will be come over here. Okay, then you have to go to the SQL view. Okay, so over here. Okay, so here we will give the create table command. Okay, so create table. Okay, create table. Okay, say here T4, we are creating table T4, and then we are creating out here say as we have seen over there. Okay, so agent code, agent create table agents. Okay, we will keep out here agents. Okay, so then agent code. Okay, or we are keeping the agent code. Okay, so what care and keeping out here 5 and then primary key. All right, primary key. All right, so this is the duplicate, this cannot be duplicated. Okay, clear F name. Okay, agent name, agent. Okay, agent name. Okay, nm. Okay, agent name varchar we are keeping variable character length at least of 30 character length. Okay, so that is the thing. Agent code, suppose say commission, we are getting commission. Okay, integer. Okay, integer. Okay, that is the thing. And then say phone number, phno phone number. Okay, varchar we are keeping out here 12 characters. Okay, that is the thing. Fine. So these are the 4 keys that we have kept in our 4 fields we have kept in our table, and then we are closing this query out here. Okay, so you have to give a bracket out here and a semicolon at the end of the query. So this is the create table agents we have shown out here. Agent code, char5 primary key, agent name varchar 30, and then com integer and phone. So here which one is the primary key? Agent code is the primary key. Fine. So now we are closing this one and then saving it in saving the query, and after that we will start entering the table by using the insert command. Do you want to save? Yes, we want to save it. Okay, so I am saying create query. Okay, create query. Okay, I'm just giving the name create query. All right, so click on OK. So that one will be created. Okay, so now you see table has not been created yet. When we will run the query, then the table will be created. So I am just open, click on open. Fine. Okay, so you are about to run a data definition query. It is clearly saying, as we have seen over there, DDL query. This is the DDL query. Okay, that may modify the data in your table. Are you sure you want to run this type of SQL query? If not, click no, then modify or close to run later. Okay, so that also you can do. So now I am clicking on yes, I have to make the table. Okay, so this has been made. Okay, so the thing is that the agent table has been made. Okay, now you see out here, if you want to see the structure of the agents table, you can open it. You can see that it has been created, but no record has been given as such. Okay, so now let us, in order to insert the record, so now we have to write the query out here. So what we will do out here, we will again go to the create and go to the query design. Okay, so now agents table is available. Okay, so no problem, you can close it even. So query viewer will come over here and then SQL view. Okay, so from here you have to give the insert command. Okay, so insert into table name. Okay, insert into what? Agents. Okay, agents. So first of all, what you have to give? The characters. Okay, so since this is a character, give it in a single quote. Say a, suppose I am giving A001. Okay, and then say the name of this thing, say it is Ajay Roy. Okay, so that is the thing. Commission is how much? 12% maybe. Okay, and then say phone number is, okay, say 0124 -980765. Okay, so that is the thing, and then close it and then give the things and then semicolon. Okay, semicolon from here. Okay, so from here you can do it, because you have to insert several records and all, so no need to go again and again. So you can just run the query. Okay, from here, so it will ask you syntax error, insert into agents, then values obviously will be there. Okay, all right, values obviously will be there, and then you can use run query over here also in order to insert the record. Okay, so that is the thing. So you are about to append one rows, it is showing out here. Click on yes. You can't use the undo command to resolve the changes. So once it has been done, you cannot use the undo, it is showing. So are you sure? Yes. Okay, so you can do it. Okay, so that is the thing. So the record has been appended in the table. Now see, we are keeping the same query and we are just changing it once. A002, say I am say I'm writing out here, say Sumit, okay, Sumit Kumar, okay, Kumar, okay, and getting the say 15% as the commission, okay, and then say phone number is say 9883245680, okay. So and then entering it, okay. So I'm running it, executing the query, okay. So you have to append one rows, yes, yes, clears, okay, click on okay, fine, 2 records we have entered, okay. Now I am closing it out here, okay. I am closing the query, okay, that is the thing. So let's see, let's we will just save the query, okay. Click on yes, and then say I am giving the name what, Q4 out here, okay. So that is the thing, Q4 out here. So Q4 has been inserted, fine. So now you open the table out here, where the agent table is, here the agent table, okay. You will see 2 records has been inserted. So in this way we will be able to use the insert command, okay. That is the thing. So now if you are executing the query, in that case what will happen, okay, open this one, okay. So are you want to modify the data in your table, yes, okay. So are you about to append one rows, yes, okay. So and append all the records in the append query. Why? Because you have taken this one as the primary key field, okay, and it is already there, okay. So there will be a violation will happen, okay. To ignore the errors and run the query, click on yes. For an explanation of the causes of the violation, click on help, okay. That is, it is clearly saying if you are clicking on yes, it will remain as it is, but there will be no change. So in that case, if you are entering from here, no problem, you can directly, you can, otherwise what can you do, you can edit the query, what in design view, fine. So in the design view you come over here, from here you change, okay. Suppose I am keeping out here, okay, A004, okay, then say and say I am giving the name out here Rajat, okay, Rajat Hajra, okay, Rajat Hajra, getting the again the 13% commission, and his phone number is 98324, okay, 71846, like this, okay. So that is the thing, okay, 98324718774, okay, that is the thing. And then say click on and then say executing this one, okay. So again it is asking me all the time that whenever you are appending the rows, it will ask you, okay. So now what you do is out here, you can close it, and you can see in the agents table, agents table you cannot see right now because it has not been refreshed yet, okay. Now the thing is that when you are double clicking on it, you will be able to see one more record has been inserted. So these are all about the queries that with the help of this one, which one means like you will be able to insert the records. So what are the things are there we have used out here, what is, let us see the query once again. Notepad for creating the table, okay. So what here, create table agents, okay, agents, okay. And then we have kept out here what, agent code, no. So you write the query like this, agent code char, okay, char. Then we have kept here 5, then the primary key, okay, primary key is this one, then the agent name, okay, then the agent name. Coming down to the next line, agent name, okay. Then varchar we have kept out here almost 30, okay. And then we have kept out here commission, COMM com integer, okay. And then what else we have kept, we have kept the phone number PHNO, okay, that is varchar 12, okay, we have kept. So this is actually the query to in order to create the table, okay, agents, okay. So for each and every table creation you have to use this kind of query, and even it has not been said that which you have to choose a key which can be the primary key, fine, okay. So that is the thing. So create table code is over, okay. Now the thing is that, okay, so remember this particular table is actually having the primary key as agent code, fine, that is the thing. So if you try to use another agent code, okay, same agent code, it will not be accepted. So that is the thing actually. Now the thing is that the insert into, okay, insert into table name values agents, okay, agents. Then you have seen that the mistake occurs when I had not given values, okay. Then you give the accordingly. So always the char and varchar data to be taken in single quote, okay. So suppose A005 first record I have entered, then I say Ajay Pandit, okay, Pandit, okay. So once you are writing one query, all the query pattern is same only, Ajay Pandit, then say getting 12% commission, and then phone number is something 0124, and then 987605, okay, something like this, okay. So that is the things, and give semicolon at the end, okay. So this is the insert into, there will be one and only, okay, insert into agents, okay, agents values, and this is the thing. So as many number of records you want to enter, you have to give the queries all the time, you have to run the queries all the time. Okay, so if you are not entering in datasheet view, okay, that is the thing in about the create table command and insert into values whenever you are going to use it in MS Access. Fine, so that is the thing. So in this way you will use this insert command as well as the create table command. So we have today what we have done, we have not created the table by using the create table command. We have used the MySQL queries in order to create the table. Not only that, we have also inserted the value by using the MySQL query. Okay, so here you can further, you can, if you want, you can open you can click on over here, otherwise you can open it in design view. Okay, so here you will get the things and all. Here you have to change it. So one more data, let us see. Okay, so if your git is 5 and then say I'm giving out here Rupam ROI. Okay, so then commission is 14% and then say phone number is 033-9876 okay 2341. Okay, so that is the thing, and then say close it. Okay, that is the thing. So now close it. Okay, and then run the query. Okay, yes, okay, you can run the query here. Okay, so right click and then choose open. All right, so that is the thing. So now click on yes. Okay, that will also ask you all the time the alert. Okay, so that is the thing. So now if you are refreshing, okay, so you will get the this thing. So first of all you close it and then say again run the table, open the table, you will be able to see that fourth record also has been inserted. So in this way you will implement the practical whenever you are doing MS Access as well as and using MS SQL query, create and insert in order to create table and to insert values in the table. All right students, okay, so in the next tutorial video I will come up with some more MySQL query, and till then to practice this and learn how to create create table and to insert values into it without using the datasheet view and the create table command. Okay, so the create from the menu and options. Okay, that is the thing I want to tell you. Okay, all right students, thank you.